Yes, let's play that. Okay, we're in the whatever, what's it called? Supreme Court. Yeah, the Lord Chief Justice's office, yeah. Here we are again. Every time we visit here, the atmosphere in this place seems to get more and more overbearing. Just think we could be at home with Mr. Sholmes and Iris having a nice cozy breakfast. We have a duty to report the outcome of the case, especially since we're guests here in Britain. So I'm afraid this visit couldn't have been avoided. I suppose not, but is there even anyone here? You could hear a pin drop in this place. It's too solemn for its own good. It is very quiet, isn't it? The only sound is the ticking of the great clock as it keeps perfect time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Who's there? What was that, I wonder? Was it a ghost? The usual comforting sound of the clock seems to have been joined by a less comforting shuffling sound today. Who's there? Who the bloody hell is there? You're right, something's disturbing the rhythmical ticking. It sounds rather like an unfit middle-aged man running from pillar to post, clumsily. Who are you calling unfit? You? Man who eats nothing but fish and chips all day? Oh, Inspector Gregson. What are you doing here? What am I? Isn't it flaming obvious? There's strong heart. 58 seconds remaining, Inspector. We'll have to talk later, Sunshine. What is going on? Good morning, Lord Strongheart. Wow, he's really looking fiercely at his pocket watch today. And good morning to you. Business so early in the day? Oh, yeah, well, I mean, it's about the other day, Susato, you take the lead. We're here to deliver our report, Lord Strongheart, as our dealings with Mr. Natsume are now over. Ah, yeah, the little Japanese man. I've already cast my eyes over Van Zeek's report. What is he doing? What is Gregson doing? I must say the outcome surprised me. I thank you for a job well done. You are too kind, my lord. It's not here, it's not there, and it's not over there either. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what exactly is the inspector doing? He's been carrying around between bookshelves, looking beside himself in worry. He's looking for a particular work, The Lion's Pride. Now there's an all too familiar title. I'd heard it was a popular tale, so I obtained a copy from the rental library. However, it wasn't able to maintain my interest, so I soon cast it aside. I happened to notice a vacant spot on one of my shelves at the time, so I duly stowed the book there. Unfortunately, I no longer remember where that was. Nope, not here either. Come on, where are you lions hiding? You do realise with him flailing about like that, he's gonna get chips all over the floor. The book is due back today, so I've asked Gregson to locate it for me with his investigative prowess. Inside 5 minutes. With that many fucking bookshelves? Insane. I must say, I've never seen anyone working so hard to find something. He's like a man possessed. Ah, yeah, that's because his month's salary is staked upon the outcome. At whose instigation? Let me guess. This stony-faced lord. And the 5-minute time limit? What's the significance of that? There is none. Just my vulgar, mischievous spirit is showing itself, I'm afraid. So you're being a twat to Gregson? Oh, by your own admission. I can't. My feet are killing me. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, Inspector. No more chippy for you for the next month. Which means that next month you'll work unpaid and have no days off. That's unfair! and no days off. That is so unfair. For no reason. Now I understand why he got fucking arrested in the very last case in the resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Because he's a fucking twat. There really are just so many books here, it's overwhelming. For some perhaps, I've purchased every book, new or old, on the subject of law from all over the globe. Would I have believed it a few short decades ago? A place like this couldn't have existed. What do you mean, Inspector? When I was a lad, no one ever dreamed of buying books. Oh, I see. Western books are such luxury items, I suppose, with their leather covers and fancy bindings. No, that's not it. Oh. There was a tax on papacy. On paper? Yeah, I mean, it was abolished about 30 years back now, but it used to be the case. There was tax levied on any kind of paper, so obviously that meant most folk couldn't afford to buy any books at all. Ah, so is that why places like the rental library that you mentioned before came into existence, Lord Strongheart? Indeed, vestiges of the paper tax system, you could say. The general public consider books as items for hire. London is home to a vast lending library of some 3.5 million books. That's a lot of books. That's a shit ton of books. You couldn't hope to read all of that even if you were reincarnated 10,000 times. Even I would choose to rent a book rather than purchase it if I knew I would read it infrequently. The subject of tax has actually surprised us already in the last few days. It came up in Mr. Natsume's trial. It seems that the window in his room was filled in due to some kind of window tax. That'd be true. Fortunately, the window tax was abolished here some 40 years ago. Sadly, in the East End in particular, many windowless houses remain. Britain's always had a bit of a thing for taxing stuff. Wherever they can tax, they tax. Sugar, salt, tea, coffee, you name it. Candles, beds. Wait, sorry? What was that last one? Did you say beds? Yep, the bed tax. Never heard of it. Never. Why should people have to pay money just because they let their facial hair grow? You may well ask. I suppose it's because it makes them look self-important. The Naruhodos will have a strict family policy of no facial hair, I think. You can relax. The bed tax was confined to the annals of history long ago. Even so, it's clearly something the British really love. Paying taxes, I mean. You think we love to pay tax? Benham, you got that back to front, sunshine. You can't deny you've had a lot of funny taxes over the years. You'd never have found anything like that in Japan. Would you, Mrs. Info? In actual fact, I'm afraid to say you would, Mr. Naruhodo. Wait, what? What? No. You don't mean... Surely there's never been a window tax in Japan? No, but there have been similarly obscure taxes. For example, in the Edo period, there was a frontage tax. What was that? It's a tax not on windows, but on the entrance to properties. The larger a property's entrance was, the greater the tax that was levied on it. That's a stupid tax. Even today, some mansions survive with extremely narrow entrances due to that old form of taxation. I had no idea. So you Japanese are as twisted as us Brits. But we never had a bed tax. I mean, that's really going a step too far. Well, no, that's true. Not worth any taxes for beds at least. What do you mean, at least? Well, rather than tax them, the shogunate did once prohibit them, alright. The ruling class prohibited beds. It was called the Great Beard Prohibition. It was an Edo period edict. Even. Was that an actual thing? Apparently, according to Wikipedia, so take this with like a grain of salt, the Tokugawa shogunate passed orders for Japanese men to shave the paint on the front of their heads, the chongmei hairstyle, and shave their beards, facial hair, and side whiskers. And I'm gonna turn my light up because my lighting is shite at the moment. Yeah, that's a weird prohibition. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's a weird prohibition. Why did the powers that be want to ban beards? Because it makes people look self-important? Just an idea. It would seem that rulers in the East and West have had very similar ideas over the years. There have been other unusual taxes in our history, even in our current Meiji period. There have. For example, it was before either of us were born. There was a rabbit tax. There was a tax on those adorable fluffy creatures. They're the ones who make mochi sweets on the moon. Yeah, and it was an extremely large tax too. The government demanded extraordinary sums of money. This just gets stranger and stranger. What was the reason for that bizarre tax then? Well, after Japan opened its doors to the world, there was an unprecedented rabbit boom in the Meiji capital. A boom? Yeah, keeping rabbits became hugely popular and new species were traded at exorbitant prices. People were even swindled out of their money for exotically coloured rabbits. Like coloured chicks, I suppose. Hard to imagine though, rabbits are so timid and quiet. Wouldn't have thought one could bankrupt you. So in response to this worrying social vogue, the government imposed a rabbit tax. I suppose they couldn't have ignored the problem. And it worked because the rabbit boom came to an abrupt end. 6 years later, the tax was abolished. Well, I hate to say it about my own country, but Japan is strange. There's more. After the rabbit tax was abolished then, of course, society reacted by launching straight into a second rabbit boom. Oh dear, the government didn't think that one through, did they? Your ideas about the world are very much altered by the position you hold in society. If you are responsible for running the country, you'll feel the need to raise revenue keenly. Without a stable taxation system, the whole country would go down the drain. Well, yeah, I suppose so. But some of these taxes... That's precisely why ministers of state use their wiles to invent new and novel ways of taxing the public. Novel ways? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, if you were one of my country's statesmen, me, a British statesman, yeah, what novel tax would you impose? Pray, give us something truly original. Inside 5 seconds. Think of something that everyone uses, Mr. Naruhodo, and really squeeze every penny out of the population. That's quite the intense there. I'm very glad Psssttt isn't in charge. Your time is up. So, what's your answer? Air, maybe? Yeah, how about air? I've added 5 minutes, by the way. An air tax, you say? Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. A truly novel and fiendish idea. Well, everyone has to breathe, so while the population is inhaling air, my government is inhaling money. Blimey, you're a tyrant at heart, eh? A somewhat radical solution to a country's revenue problems, but sadly not an original one. Finally doing escapades, are you? Yes, I am. And welcome in, Nature Guy, by the way. No, you mean to say... I swear to God, if Britain imposed an air tax. Of course, blimey, governor, took you long enough? Yep, took me long enough, yeah. Surely not. You mean a tax on air has been imposed in the past? It was last century. The finance minister of our neighbour, France, proposed it. What? If I ever go for a visit, I'm holding my breath. Still no gameplay, just law. Yeah, just law. Unsurprisingly, it was strongly opposed by the public and soon scrapped. The minister didn't last long either. Oh Oh dear. And we're just talking about stupid taxes. Oh my god. Although clearly that would have been an untenable situation. The public at large are a force to be reckoned with. Don't I know it? I'm gonna do a King's Quest randomizer because I finished the game. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds pretty fun. How about you, Inspector? What new tax would you impose? Let me see. My first thought is a tax on objections. Sorry, because hearing far too many of them recently. I've been hearing far too many of them in court. Been hearing far too many of them recently in court. I start on chapter 1 and every death I have to quit and reroll the chapter. Oh god. That slightly sounds like hell. Good luck though, good luck. There's a particular lawyer I have in mind as that happens. So I think an objection tax could be very handy. Good to see you don't allow your personal feuds to influence your work in public office. I reckon 5 pence for every objection raised would be about right. No walkthrough. no walkthrough. Oh god. Oh god. Every percentage one. Oh god. You're just gonna grind set that then. A most amusing proposal, Gretchen. A most unamusing proposal, my lord. If it's my favourite out of the 2 princesses, you get to choose one. Ooh. I'm gonna be so fucking honest, I know nothing about King's Quest. I keep getting it recommended to me on Steam, and I'm just like, I have no idea what this is fucking about. So yeah. Hold on, I think it's your turn now. Sorry, my turn for what? Why, what else? To locate my missing copy of The Lion's Pride. 5 chapters? Okay, so it's not too bad. I thought it was gonna be way longer than that, not gonna lie. It's on one of the shelves in this room. All that I am certain. Now I shall give you 10 minutes. You get to meet the princesses in chapter 3 Once Upon a Time. Ooh. And let's stake your student stipend on it. Fail to find the book and you forfeit next month's payment. Objection. Your time starts now. Oh, and one more thing. I believe you just said the word objection. Ugh. Kindly leave your 5 pence over there before you begin combing the shelves. And this tax is going to be the death of me. I did a 10-hour stream the other day. I started halfway through chapter 2, and then did the first part of chapter 4. Oh god, that is such a long stream. That is such a long stream. Oh my god.